So, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time finding me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. Just to reiterate again, I'm going to be live right now from Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. If you want me to see your comments, only way to go is YouTube. I'm not that coordinated. So right now I'm going to be doing a rough and raw ClairTarot reading for Blu-ray star seeds. If you don't know what a Blu-ray is, they are the galactic lineage that sprouted up from Archangel Michael's family tree. So I had asked the energies of the Blu-ray, what is this reading going to be about, to give everyone, some kind of idea what we're going to be talking about. And I got a really ominous feeling message. It said, stoke the fires, dark things approach, which doesn't feel very good. It just doesn't. So here's the thing, okay? If you are a starseed, and there's probably a very high likelihood that you are, if you find yourself randomly watching this live stream, whether it's live or recorded, it doesn't matter. If you find yourself on this video at some point resonating, you probably are a starseed, okay? So here goes. Truth is unveiled, the revelation of Isis. Things have been contained. Creation exists in a very compartmentalized fashion. Okay, this isn't about starseeds hiding secrets or anything like that. This is about you being prepared to open Pandora's box. Oh, damn, that felt so. Something is about to be opened, and it definitely is a very dense, very, very dense, very dark energy. Now, does darkness always mean evil? Not necessarily. Darkness just means a different degree of placement on the same plane of existence as light. It's not the opposite of light. It's a varying degree on that same place, on that same plane of existence. So we don't know what this darkness is yet. All right. Sorry. We don't know what this darkness is yet. Hopefully we find out as the reading continues. Now, we're going to need to consciously enter the sweat lodge of our soul. So in spiritual practice, some shamanism rituals involve sweat lodges. And what this really does, you're in an enclosed space, there's some water, there is a hot fire, some stones, the stones get put in the fire, and then water's kind of poured to create steam. And this increases the humidity as well as the temperature of the sweat lodge. And that increased humidity helps to detox the body as well as the soul. Oftentimes, the things that are burned in a sweat lodge are very sacred herbal blends. So when we enter the spiritual sweat lodge, this is our time to release. Ooh, that's the same. I did a twin flame reading earlier today, and that was really the same sense that I was getting. It's time to release. Just open your hand and let go. No more fear of lacking. No more fear of being without, because that's really what causes us to hold on so tight. This fear that we're going to be without. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. That is something, if you believe that strongly in, you will manifest that state of lacking. However, if you have your hand open, you are freeing yourself to receive all the goodness that creation is placing in your midst. Okay? So card number 19, Libra, I balance. You're needing to create and maintain the balance between your light aspects and your dark aspects. This is about really stepping into your own. This is about reclaiming all of your parts so you can begin existing in a totality. I'm going to forever say this until my soul tells me it's no longer appropriate to say it. That whole light and love movement is Bullshit. It is bullshit. It perpetuates a fractionated existence. It perpetuates this unfounded fear of shadow and darkness. Dark energy is feminine goddess energy. Dark energy is negatively charged. Not negative in our sense of we fear it because it's bad, it's negative. No, negative as the polar opposite of positive. If you look at scientific studies, you will see that positive ions are part of the free radical, damage to the body, illness, disease, imbalance, all of that. But when you begin to bathe yourself in negative ions, I mean, what happens to your hair when you do negative ions? It smooths it out. It makes it look all beautifully healthy and sexy. I'm just saying it. So this is about us really reclaiming the dark, the negative, and allowing it to nurture our parts that are needing nurturing. Because what does goddess energy do? It nurtures. Let that sink in. Card number 5, follow your own rhythm. Now, yes, what I'm saying to you is a truth as I know it to be. The light and love movement is bullshit. It's controlled opposition. It's to keep you feeling weak, keep you unbalanced. But guess what? As you take this in as your truth because it resonates, you'll begin to want to share it, and you will be faced with opposition. People will rebel against this notion. No, you're wrong. You're doing dark things. You're doing demonic things. You know what demons are. I mean, I don't work with demons. I don't ask them for help. But you know what demons are. They're angels. Fallen angels, but still angels. Okay? Everything in creation that is in existence exists for reason. And you can't really expect the limited human mind to understand why. And that's perfectly okay. So when you begin to resonate with the things that I'm saying and it's resonating as truth for you, beautiful. Even if it doesn't, still beautiful. Question me. Don't just take it all in. Question it. See what resonates. But if it does resonate and you want to share this, beautiful too. But you don't need people to agree with you. You need to follow your own rhythm. You can share it with people who are willing and able to hear it. But if they're not, that's perfectly fine. They're on their own path. Keep your feet on your own lane so you don't get your toes stepped on. Follow your own rhythm. Dance to the song of your heart. All right. Other people might be listening to other songs. That's perfectly okay. You have to allow yourself to remain adaptable. This is about a time where adaptability is going to be one of your biggest strengths. Trying to be right all the time, trying to get people to agree with you because what you believe is more right than what they believe, that doesn't lead to adaptability. That creates rigidity. That creates opportunity for you to be shattered. Let that sink in. Have you ever been shattered before? Have your feelings shattered because you've become so committed to a particular outcome, an outcome of your choosing, that when the energy flows in a different way, it hits you and shatters you because you've become rigid. 100% at 222. So now, 4 of Swords. Let's see. I don't have these memorized. Let's see. 4 of Swords. Ooh, rest after illness, repose, replenishment, solitude, retreat. This is about you diving deep into yourself. Okay? No more fighting. No more trying to prove to people that their beliefs are wrong, that they could be more healthier if they just listen to you. They could be more spiritual if they just listen. It's not about them. It's not about them. You make this about yourself. You share what you can to the people who are open to receiving, and that's it. That's it. Okay. If you feel the need to share and try and force people to agree and see because this really resonates with you, it's beautiful that it resonates with you. But if you're doing that, you're not respecting their sovereignty. So that's no longer a spiritual act. That's no longer an action of love. That's an attempt to dominate, which is the opposite of what sovereignty is. If you exist as a sovereign, my blue race star seeds, if you embrace your sovereignty by virtue of your existence as a sovereign fully reclaimed, you must respect everyone else's sovereignty. You cannot count yourself as a sovereign if you cannot see someone else's sovereignty. And they don't need to ask you to remember. If you can't remember this for yourself, you are not fully in your sovereignty yet. You're almost there. Don't worry about them. Instead, focus on yourself to get you all the way there into your sovereignty. Okay? So next set of cards. So, divine destiny, path of divine warrior. Starseed, you're being activated, okay? Not by me. You're being activated by the promises that you made on a soul level. You made hefty promises to creation, to this earth plane, to everything that exists on this earth plane. Absolutely, Lion Alchemy, 144. There were 144,000 rays originally brought onto this earth plane. And through those 144, they activated all of the sleepers. There are so many more than 144,000. I promise you this. I promise you this. Those 144,000 stand as beacons of light. Pulsing energy. Look at me. I'm here to wake you up, to help you remember, to empower you, to remind you you're not alone. That's all that 144,000 is. There are so many at this point. So many. And even if you're not Blu-ray, when you hang with enough Blu-rays for enough period of time, your coding gets converted. What's up? Yes. Now you know why I have to go live so often. Now you know why you constantly want to watch my live streams, because the exposure to the sound of my voice, regardless of what I talk about, there is an overlay of Melchizedek cloister energy that overrides the distortions in your coding. You are being converted to Blu-ray no matter what. And this is in accordance with your soul's sovereign right to choose. Nothing will be forced on you. Everything gifted in proper time and measure, because the Blu-rays are the heart of the sky. There's a reason why the number 23 is so significant to Blu-rays. 23 being tied to Regulus 23. Regulus 23 being tied to the Leo constellation. The Leo constellation contains the Regulus star, which is the largest star in that constellation, which happens to be the heart of the lion, which also happens to be the star that has for many, many ages since ancient times been assigned as the Star of Michael. Booyah, heart of the sky. There you go. There you go. A lot of truths coming out today. Mikey, I'm very impressed. What is this? Okay, there you go. Card number 38, earth element, stability. We came to this earth as an element to stabilize this plane. There is enough shifting going on that tremendous things were prophesized. Polar shifts, which occurred. The poles have shifted. Not a full flip, okay? It's not a full flip, because there were enough Blu-rays activated to anchor and shift it in a compassionate way. There wasn't a need for an extinction event, and that's beautiful. But Blu-rays, it's time you recognize you are here to create stability, not participate and perpetuate the paradigm that needs our participation, our commitment, and it's a commitment to believing that atrocious things need to happen. They don't need to happen. We choose for it to happen. And so if you remove yourself from that fear-based prophetic mentality, and here's the thing, okay? The reason why those things are peddled so openly, the apocalyptic prophetic things, they need enough of us to believe in that. It's like Monsters Inc., you know? They need enough screams to power the machine. If you don't participate in that belief system, there is not enough energy flowing to that to bring it to fruition. They need critical mass to be reached in order to bring those prophetic things to fruition. That means we, every single last one of us that believes almost all of us have to die in order for Earth to evolve, in order for humanity to evolve. We are the ones that are manifesting this. And I will tell you this with no shame. Until I knew better, I participated in that 100%. And once I knew better, nope, none of that shit's happening. I'm not agreeing to that. I'm not signing on dotted line. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry, because I'm not signing. I'm not signing. I'm not co-signing that shit. Underwriters, rewrite it. We're not going into contract. Escrow has failed. Fallen through. Nope. We're not buying that shit. Card number 24, new birth guarded vigilantly. We are rebirthing ourselves, okay? For a period of time, we were caterpillars here, needing to consume the programming, consume the lies, consume. And then we got quiet. And then we got still. And all the people who were waiting for this huge show of power, this rapture, they got moted because there was no rapture. Because guess what? Is there a huge show of power as a butterfly emerges from its cocoon? No, it's a very quiet process. So, my brothers and sisters in Christ, consciousness, we are emerging from our cocoons. We've allowed ourselves to be liquefied so we can be reformed with wings, ready to fly. Let that sink in. If you're not familiar with the way a butterfly is formed, it doesn't just pop out of the chrysalis and start flying. No, it's a process of allowing the wings to air out, allowing all the fluids to be dispersed properly through the wings to stretch them out and strengthen them for flight. So this is what's going on right now. This is why we have to guard vigilantly this new birth. Right now, there's a lot of shifting going on. There's a lot of polarization going on. There's a lot of attacks on each other where I'm more right, you're more right. No, I'm more right. No, neither of you are right. Both of you have a very limited inner, under, and overstanding of what's actually going on. So just know your place and play your role. You're here to anchor in energy. We're all very unique. We're all very different. None more important than the other. Because let's face it, in the grand tapestry of life, if one string gets snagged, the whole tapestry is fucked. It's ugly. Okay? So there's not one string more important than another. We are all unique. We all should celebrate and reunify in that uniqueness, in that diversity. You don't have to believe the same thing. You don't have to be at the same place in your development, in your evolution, in your consciousness expanding. We're not supposed to all be in the same place. Are all the strings in the same place on a tapestry? Or are they spread out? Because if all the strings were in the same place on a tapestry, that'd be one tangled mess. Okay? So if you find yourself more developed, understanding more than the person that's in front of you, it doesn't mean you're better. It means, Blue Raids, you are more obligated due to the promises you made, the vows that you made to assist, to facilitate the evolution of humanity. You are more obligated to be patient and slowly explain the things that the individual is ready and willing to hear, not to dominate, but to assist. More power simply means you are better able to serve. Get yourself right with that fact real quick. Real quick. So card number 47, Sophia, divine wisdom. Sophia is the godmother. She is the divine feminine energy, okay? It's time for us to enter back into the grace of that feminine energy. Is feminine more important than masculine? Is masculine more powerful than feminine? I call bullshit to both those statements, both those questions, excuse me. Bullshit. They each exist with proper balance, complementing and dancing, weaving between upwards, downwards, side to side, inwards, outwards, all of that. It's a beautiful, beautiful dance being done by the masculine and the feminine. And it's time for us to just recognize each serves its purpose. So allow them. We all have both masculine and feminine within us. And it's time for you to just allow it. Allow it. Stop trying to make one more powerful than the other. If one is more dominant than the other, it's because the dominant one is now tasked, obligated to reach down and pull the weaker one up, not because you're stronger. Okay? You're not up there because you're stronger and you're better. And no. Balance needs to always be maintained. Always. That is always the goal of creation. So allow balance to be restored. Wait. Ooh. 4 of Swords, now 4 of Cups. Weariness, aversion, disgust, disappointment, bitter experience, stationary period in life. A lot of the Blu-rays are experiencing this at this point. A lot of the Blu-rays are just so disgusted, just feeling very apathetic and just like, this place sucks. It sucks, sweaty balls, and I don't want to be here. Everyone is shitty to each other, and I don't want to deal with humans. Guess what, Blu-rays? As long as you occupy a human meat suit, you too are human. Therefore, your statement, your beliefs, you suck as well. You want something to change? Change your attitude about it. Shift it. I'm not asking you to lie to yourself. I'm asking you to shift it. Instead of focusing on the problem, shift your gaze and start looking for a solution. Are we going to look for a solution on a global scale? No, we're first looking for a solution on a personal scale. Just you. You are going to be the epicenter of change in your region, within your circle, within your environment. You are the one that's going to catalyze this change. It's you. You are the trailblazer of your group. Blu-rays have never felt like they fit into any group. They have never felt understood. They have never felt normal. They have never felt average. And that's because you're not. You're not any of those things. And you're not supposed to fit in because you're at the forefront with a fucking sledgehammer, breaking open the box that all of these people who have asked you to free them from the box have been contained in. So you won't get to that point until you shift your salty ass attitude about it. And trust me, I'm speaking from experience because I've been salty for quite some time over this. Okay? This is not me like I'm better than y'all, I understand more. No, I'm right there salty with you. We pickled ass motherfucking fish at this point. I'm so salty. I'm sick of this shit. But you know what? We're here, so we're doing this. We're doing this. No options but to honor the promises that were made. Past life, present power, the many spiritual faces of you. Ooh, past life, present power. Let that sink in. Past life, present power. This 12-12 portal is pulling in all of our past life badassery. Really, really empowering us. Really, really making it possible to reach higher levels of activation, higher levels of expansion by simply allowing yourself to flow, calling back all your parts. And I guarantee you much of your power is contained, hidden, obscured by your shadow aspects. Because like I said earlier, and I've been saying since last week, there's a reason why those parts of you that are the most powerful are hidden deep in the shadows. There's a reason why we as spiritual beings in human experiences are so afraid of darkness. Because until you are mentally and emotionally mature enough to tackle those fears and dive deep into yourself to explore, you're not ready for that kind of power. Let that sink in too. Let that sink in. So it's time for you to mature. It's time for you to allow yourself to give away all the bullshit that's weighed you down. Give it all away. Give it all back to creation to be transmuted. Give it all back to Gaia to be pulled in and purified. The giveaway. Wow. Another giveaway that I'm being told to tell you guys. It is an absolute giveaway, a tell. When someone is constantly afraid of, what if I accidentally hurt someone? What if I lose control? I'm afraid of reclaiming my power because what if? What if I can't control it? What if I'm not enough? That is a tell. That is a giveaway, a dead giveaway that you would never. It's the people who don't have these fears that I'm most concerned about. It's those people who will struggle so badly, work their entire lives trying to reclaim these parts that they'll never be able to touch because creation doesn't allow for that. It doesn't. It just doesn't. So stop being afraid of who you are. Stop buying into that dark sorcery BS. Card number 16, Cancer, I feel. This card, according to the book, is all about glamour. It's all about deception. It's all about illusions. Stop buying into the illusion. Okay? It's a cheap-ass movie with cheap-ass special effects. And yeah, no. Stop trying to nominate it for movie of the lifetime. No, just no. No more of that. People want to send dark shit, give it back. Return to sender. Don't even open the package. Return that shit to sender. I didn't order anything. And see, that's the thing. When we keep trying to come up in life, when you get something for free, and I'm the kind of person, just last week we were grocery shopping and there was $1.50 cup of freaking vegan yogurt. Okay, long ass line. And I told my husband, oh, I don't think we rang up that yogurt. We're gonna have to go pay for that. And he's like, because that's what we do. That's what we do. And it's the people who are willing to take, like, ooh, I got something that's not mine. That's yeah. Okay. I get a package at my door. It's not addressed to me. Return to sender. I don't care what it is. It's not mine. I didn't pay for it. I don't need that energetic exchange because, hey, what if it's like a filthy dildo? What if it's like, a box of like fucking sorcery? It's not addressed to you, but you opened it, so it's yours now. You own it. I'm just saying, you own it. So if you're going to be allowing these packages to arrive and you're taking ownership of other people's things, yeah, return all of that shit to sender. Okay. Card number 22. She feels. She knows. What is it you feel? What is it you feel you know about yourself? That you got yourself a shiner. You got yourself a black eye. Why is that? Because you're trying to see things in such a way that is not, you're not ready for it. And that's okay. Stop trying to rush. Stop trying to compare. Stop trying to be the advanced one in your group. There's this belief. I want to say it's from Buddhism, but this belief that the tallest grass is the first to be cut down. And does this mean that you should always aim to be small? No. It means allow yourself to grow. There will be times you will outgrow your place and you'll need a little bit of a trim. Does the grass run off in fear once it hears the lawnmower? No. It gets trimmed and it keeps growing. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that a concept? Everyone want to be a diamond, but no one wants to get cut. Oh, okay. And before that cutting even occurs, how much pressure do you have to endure? And for how long to get to a state where you are even considered a diamond? Apply that shit to your spiritual journey, okay? Card number 11, nurturer. It's time for you to be your own nurturer. You have to stop looking outside of yourself for people to nurture these toddler antics. And people come on my lives and or comment after the live is done, well, you're just too harsh. Oh, you're just insensitive. No, I'm not going to nurture the bullshit. You want that? Go to someone else. Go to someone else who wants to build a following. I don't want to build a following. I want to get this message out so I can fucking get to my next session. So that's it. That's it. That's what we need to do. We need to be our own nurturers. You don't like the way the message is being delivered? Okay, write down everything I'm saying and read it to yourself in a nice soft tone. And use a baby voice. Wear a little bow. Say it in front of pillows. Put some pillows on the floor in case you almost fall off the bed. Okay? That's not how I'm going to talk. That's not how I'm going to deliver it. I'm going to deliver it in whatever way feels right for me. So if you're too fixated on how the message is being delivered, if I'm wearing makeup or not, you don't fucking get it. You're not ready for it. It's okay. You're not ready, boo-boo. Go back to kindergarten. Okay? You're not ready. She wasn't ready. Like he said, she wasn't ready. No. That was the funniest bit I had ever seen at that point. Let's see. All right, here we go. So we have the Sun card. Accomplishment, contentment, success, favorable relationships, love, joy, devotion, achievement. So there you go. Blu-rays. We are really, really tapping into our family lineage. It's now time for us to just reconnect with ourselves, reconnect with our tribe. I mean, oh, damn, I just got a visual. Holy shit, y'all need to watch Shaka Zulu. It's like a week-long mini series, like 15 hours or something like that. But y'all need to watch Shaka Zulu. Shaka, he is from the Zulu nation, and he was prophesized to be born, and he was going to reunite all his people. And it started with a small tribe. Well, I don't know how small. But he was an out of the box thinker, and he was just guided by soul and just pure Blu-ray, like boom. And what happened at the end? His people at the end of the movie, I don't know what happened after that. I looked into it, but I don't remember. But he ended with a huge nation. I mean, I'm a Zulu. I'm just saying. That's one of my most favorite movies of all time. I almost missed my junior and my senior prom because that shit was playing. I was like, fuck the prom. Shaka's on. I'm just saying. I fucking love the Zulu. I wouldn't be surprised if I was Zulu at one point. They just resonate so much. Anyways, card number 19, the in-between. Between now and the point where you become cognitive of your connection with your Blu-ray tribe, keep doing your thing, okay? Keep doing your thing. Just because this is resonating, but it doesn't make sense why it resonates, because you're so new to this, because you don't know any spirituality, that's your ego. That's your ego fucking with you. The way Blu-ray egos work is like that. Instead of you making you feel like you're bigger and badder and better than everyone else, it's the opposite. It tells you, nah, you don't know enough. Nah, you just nah. You're wrong. You might be wrong. Don't say anything yet. You're probably wrong. No, it exists that way because in order to have access to such tremendous power and potentiality, you have to have a fail-safe installed. That ego is the fail-safe. That's what keeps you humble. That's what keeps you remembering on some level, you know what? I may be able to kick your ass, but no, that's not right. We're not gonna do that. No. And that's why many, if not all of the Blu-rays were filtered through things like the Lyrins, things like feudal Japan, the samurai. Okay. Code of Bushido, look that up. That's how you should live your life. Live your life based on the Code of Bushido. Just because you can win a war doesn't mean you go to war. Unless your enemy, your adversary, is a worthy one, there's no honor in that. None. And you hold yourself to the highest level of honor, integrity, purity, not because you're better, not because we're comparing, but because this is what you are. An emanation of the purest of thoughts. Whew, that just resonated. Just resonated. Ooh, 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 it's just so true. Oh, one more time. Okay, I gotta stop before I pull something. So, 6 of Coins, generosity, philanthropy, charity, gratification, and gifts. It is through your gifts you will be able to do the missionary work you came here in this life to do. And doing that, the generosity of your heart will be felt by everyone. And guess what? That generosity within your heart will help remind people of divinity, that there is a divinity that exists, that will take care of you when you need it the most. Sometimes the most broken, all they really need is a reminder they haven't been forgotten. Okay? Sometimes that's all people really need. So remember that. Sometimes your generosity comes in the form of just sitting quietly with someone, letting them know, I see you. I see how you're feeling. That's all I can do is see you. Recognize my reflection in you. So next card. I don't know which one should be next. I will do this one. The Lovers. This is about love, beauty, perfection, harmony, trust, deep feeling, optimism, freedom of emotion. Okay. The Lovers card is also about testing someone. So you will be tested through the entirety of your life, no matter how much you ascend, no matter how much you evolve and develop, and all of this beautiful new age bullshit that's spread about how you're supposed to be spiritual, you will constantly be tested. And that testing is to gift you with an opportunity to apply, put into application the knowledge, the wisdom that you've gained from all of these things you've experienced in life. There's no point in learning that shit if you're not going to be able to apply it. Let that sink in. So when you get tested, don't get pissed off. Recognize what that test is for. What part of your life's lessons are you being tested on? Okay, what did you learn in that lesson? Apply it to the lesson, apply it to the test, and then keep moving. Stop taking everything that happens to you so goddamn personally. Only little children do that. And it's okay if you're still in the toddlerhood of your consciousness, as long as you're able to admit that to yourself. I am still in the toddlerhood of my consciousness, and that is how I behave. Not to excuse it, but for me to understand that I don't have to spank myself over the fact that I haven't had enough time to develop yet. That's the truth of self-love right there. Not the whole, I'm going to soak in a gorgeous bath, get a massage, have some me time. That's how you should be spending your me time, having conversations. Okay, not this distraction shit that we're being taught is self-love. It's not that. That's not self-love. That's distraction. Okay, so This final card. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm feeling some kind of way. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling some kind of way about this. Help me to understand what this means. So, gotcha. Final card, the Devil card. This is about subordination, ravage, bondage, malevolence, subservience, downfall, weird experience, bad outside influence or advice, black magic, unexpected failure. This paradigm will fail. Look at that wave of blue. That's us. Look at these handlers that are tasked to keep a fucking ocean under control. You lost your fucking ass mind if you think you can handle a blue ocean of blue rays like a tsunami washing over the landscape. You're not going to control us. You're not going to stop us. We will rise. Bottom line. Thank you for the clarity, Michael. Michael had to clarify for me because I was like, this bullshit. This is bullshit. We will not feel bondage. And he's right. We won't. Thank you, Norseman. You are always so generous. Thank you for that. Thank you. So you guys, I got to get going. I got to start my meditation group. But here's the thing. Nothing I say is absolute truth, word of God, ironclad. Listen to it and live by it. No, everything I say are my personal interpretations of what soul is telling me. So this means you listen to what I say, you mull it over, see how it feels. Does it resonate? If it does not resonate, do not take it in as your truth. I am in human form. I can be deceived. I can be mistaken. I can be full of shit. I'm just being truthful here. Find your truth for yourself. The message is do your own work. Find the truth for yourself. Parse through all the things that I say. See what resonates. See what you need more time to further understand. Allow it to ripen. Just because you've purchased the fruits from the store does not mean they're ripe. And if they're not ripe, you let them sit for a little bit and let them ripen so that you don't get sour fruit, so that you can enjoy your nourishment through sweet, very tender ways. Don't be in such a rush. Allow yourself to blossom under the light of your own truth. My truth has only ever existed to help you find your path to return to your truth. My truth is mine and mine alone. You don't have to resonate with it. But if you do, that means I am reflecting back to you an aspect of your own truth. Start digging, start diving, start swimming. Go deeper into the trenches of your heart's oceans. Every single question and every single answer you need in this life is contained there. And everyone that you come across, including people like me, who trigger moments of remembrance, trigger moments of like, fuck yeah. All we're doing is planting seeds, reminding you there are aspects of you that need to be explored. That's all. That is all. We don't put anyone on pedestals. We recognize we're journeying home together, shoulder to shoulder. Shoulder to shoulder. We are all very unique. We are all very important. No one should be raised up above anyone else. Blu-rays, it is time. We just, like a tsunami, it's time. Let's clean this place up and get my spit on my forehead. That was pretty nasty. I'm kind of grossed out. I'm actually very grossed out. I gotta go, guys. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. If you haven't already followed, liked, and subscribed on whatever platform you're on, please do so. Give the video a thumbs up. I don't know what else. I'll see you guys again very soon, though. Bye. Let me just start ending stuff. End.